Solubility of a gas in a liquid. Solubility of gas in liquid that depends upon mainly three factors. One is nature of the gas, and second one is temperature, and third one pressure. These are the main factors going to be affect solubility of gas in liquid. So nature of the gas, maybe some gases they are going to be soluble readily in given solvent, some may not be. For example, here helium, neon, O2 and N2, all these things they won't be dissolved easily in water. See helium, N2, O2, neon, but HCl, SO2, ammonia they can readily soluble in water. You may can predict by looking these are polar molecules, that's why they can readily soluble in water. But these are non-polar, they may not be soluble. You may can explain these have dipole-dipole attraction they can form with solvent, because these are also polar molecules. Then the water also polar molecule, they can attract each other. And temperature, one more. Here, gas have high kinetic energy when they interact with solvent and they're attracting each other. They are going to be existing equilibrium. We're expecting these are existing equilibrium. Gas, solvent plus energy going to be releases. So this exothermic process. So temperature increases, solubility of the gas going to be decreases according to Le Chatelier principle. For exothermic process, delta H is negative. If temperature increases, backward reaction favorable. If low temperature, forward reaction is favorable. Pressure effect. We know that one by increasing pressure, solubility of gas going to be increases. That solubility quantitatively explained by Henry's. How is explained quantitative relationship between solubility and pressure? That's what we are going to discuss here. So at a constant temperature, the solubility of the gas in a liquid is directly proportional to the partial pressure of the gas present above the surface of the liquid. Means by increasing pressure here, this is the liquid and these are a gas molecules. This is normally they are soluble. They're existing always in equilibrium wherever their solubility is there in closed container. Anything that is going to be generally existing finally equilibrium. So this is here liquid. Now I am applying here some piston, means that pressure indirectly. By increasing pressure, most of the gas going to be soluble in water. So solubility going to be increases. Clear? Solubility going to be increases by applying pressure. The gas molecule is going to be soluble in given solvent at particular temperature. Temperature should be constant. Suppose I am going to be explain here solubility of the gas in terms of mole fraction. Now we are going to give one formula for that. And most commonly used formula definition for Henry's law is the partial pressure of the gas in vapor phase P. This is the vapor phase pressure is P is proportional to the mole fraction of the gas X. This is indirectly you can see here more the gas is soluble in given solvent, more the gas is soluble in given solvent, so that more can evaporate or they can go upward. Then here also more amount of gas is there, which is the gas create this pressure is called, this is going to be pressure, this is partial pressure of that particular gas, and these are two can exist in equilibrium each other. These are two exist in equilibrium each other. Suppose this is mole fraction X, X of the gas which is the present in the solution is X mole fraction, then they create some partial pressure or pressure of the vapor state, that is P, that directly proportional each other. If more the X is there, more gas can evaporate, they can exist equilibrium, will get more pressure. So partial pressure of the gas directly proportional to mole fraction of that gas. I can write partial pressure equal to KH into XA. This is the relation between partial pressure of the gas over the liquid and mole fraction. This is like you can draw graph between partial pressure and mole fraction. This is Y, this is M, this is X. This is looking Y equal to mx formula. Then I can take pressure here in terms of torque and mole fraction X. This is straight line. So slope equal to here Kh, Henry's law constant. Significance of K. At constant temperature for the same partial pressure of different gases have different Kh value. Different Kh values they have. That depends upon nature of the gas. That Kh is depends upon nature of the gas and temperature. For example, here you can check it here by using our formula partial pressure equal to Kh into mole fraction. So these two are inversely proportional to each other. So mole fraction of the gas inversely proportional to Kh. So higher the Kh value, lower the solubility. Is it clear? For example, gas A have 10 and gas B have Kh value, sir. These are Kh value, and gas B have 5 is the Kh value. Which is more soluble? Which is a less Kh value is more soluble. That is inversely proportional. That's why it's a little bit more soluble, and this is less soluble. Clear? So higher the Kh value, less the solubility of the gas. In NCERT book, they given table also they mention different gases, different Kh value. By looking that, we can write solubility order, increasing order, decreasing order. Then limitations of Henry's law. So suppose pressure is very low, also this law may not be valid. If low pressure means that gas solubility may be very less, we can't predict that is properly. And temperature is low, maybe gas is high soluble, then also we can't predict properly. Then gas is not highly soluble. So anyway, that gas should not be highly soluble. If that is slowly soluble means we can observe experimentally what is going on, how that is soluble, what is the factors affecting, we can predict. And other one is the gas neither reacts chemically with the solvent nor dissociate or associate in the solvent. For example, you can see here SO2 plus H2O gives rise to H2SO4. When SO2 dissolve in water, they are reacting each other, then forming H2SO4. Then SO2 losing their identity. Here H2SO4 properties is different. Now SO2's properties is different. SO2 can act as both oxidizing agent and reducing agent. So this property is different. H2SO4 can act as only oxidizing agent. Whatever the properties is different, so we can't predict exactly what is going on. That's why chemically should not be react to each other. So ultimately Henry's law here very simple, that is partial pressure of the gas equal to Kh into Xa. This is the law of Henry's law. Okay. Now by using this Henry's law, you can solve previous ITJ equation. This is previous ITJ equation. Please read this question. Henry's law constant for the solubility of nitrogen gas in water at 298 Kelvin is 10 power 5 atm. The mole fraction of nitrogen in air is 0.8. The number of moles of nitrogen formed from air dissolved in 10 mole of water at 298 Kelvin and 5 atm pressure is. So I need to find out here from air how much nitrogen is dissolved. That's my concepts here. That is my target. That's only I'm going to be find out. Clear? Now we know only one formula, partial pressure of any gas, which is the dissoluble gas, equal to Kh into mole fraction of that gas. Is it correct? So I don't know here partial pressure of the nitrogen gas, which is the given 5 atm is the total pressure. That is atmospheric pressure, not partial pressure. So my target is I need to find out PA, and Kh value already they provided. Then Xa value also I need to find out. I know PA value, then I can find out Xa value. So you can check it here from Dalton's law. Dalton's law of partial pressure. We know that one partial pressure of any gas equal to mole fraction of that gas into P total. So partial pressure I don't know, but mole fraction of the nitrogen gas they given 0.8 into atmospheric pressure they mention 5 atm. You can check it sir here 5 atm. So 5 you can substitute, you will get 4. This is the partial pressure of nitrogen gas. Now by using this is I got partial pressure PA is 4 and KH value already they given 10 power 5 into, I don't know mole fraction of N2 gas here. So X N2 equal to, I'm using this the formula, sir. X N2 equal to 4 by 10 power 5, nothing but 4 into 10 power minus 5. We know mole fraction formula already very well. Mole fraction of N2 equal to moles of N2 by moles of N2 plus water. They are dissolving in water. Is correct? So that is the question they mention. This is 4 into 10 power minus 5. This is very, very less. So moles of N2 I can neglect compared to water. So N NH2 by N water is 10. So then find out N NH2 equal to, sorry, N N2 equal to 4 into 10 power minus 5 into 10. Nothing but 4 into 10 power minus 4 is your answer finally. Okay. So this is the question. Then which option is matching? Option A. Thank you. Thank you very much.